Are billionaires even human? Listen to this story. I used to think that was a clickbait line until I met one who wore money like a second skin. He told me casually he was divesting from humanity as if he was changing banks. At his party, they made robot dogs sing lullabies for a newborn billionaire heir. They laughed about layoffs like neighbors gossip about bad weather. And at 2 a.m., drunk on champagne and certainty, one of them pinched my cheek and asked if I wanted to buy a ticket off the planet. You don't believe metaphors until they bite. The truth was jarring. They wanted all the resources and they were willing to dispose of humanity for the sake of efficiency. The more I watched, the more I noticed the pattern. They hoarded not to hoard, but to stack their ships. They funded algorithms that aid jobs like termites in a mansion. Every convenience they invested in made us more irrelevant. They could have cured joblessness, funded schools, and helped people instead of replacing them. They had the power to keep us humans together. Instead, they chose safety for a few, a tidy exit ramp, and called it progress. Maybe they were right for themselves. Maybe survival is always selfish. Still, knowing they made that choice while I scrubbed glasses feels like being a witness to a petty, quiet betrayal. And the worst part is how normal it looks on their contract. After all, Bill Gates said, over the next decade, advances in artificial intelligence will mean that humans will no longer be needed for most things. And Elon Musk said, artificial intelligence will take all our jobs and that it's not necessarily a bad thing. So this is a fiction story, but girl, if you can't earn money, if you can't buy their stuff, if you can't work, and when you're no longer needed, what do you think is gonna happen? So are they human? Can we define humanity with the ability to empathize with other people? Having all the money and being able to actually give back. And don't come in my comments telling me, oh, but they do charities and then they write off their taxes. So what do you think they're gonna do to us? This is for entertainment purposes only, and I write these stories on Substack, commentary, science fiction, satire, and all kinds of things. Make sure to follow.